today I wanted to just take a little bit of time just to let you know that you are important and that I love you. And if nobody ever has said it to you, you're going to hear it from me today. You're beautiful, you're handsome, you're divine. This is Intuition. Well, hello. Good evening, good afternoon. I hope that you all are doing fantastically well. This is Antoinette Marie of Antoinette Marie Speaks. I am so delighted that you have decided to join me on today. Listen, we have such a great and dynamic show on today, but I want to know, how did your day go today? Did everything go according to your plan? Did everything go according to how you wanted it to be? And I can say this, for me, y'all, I had a extremely, when I tell you extremely, I had a very extremely interesting day. But we might get into it at the end. And so I'm going to give everyone a couple of minutes. Hey, Shamika, thank you for joining me on today, beloved. How was your day on today, Shamika? You got some exclusiveness today because you're the number one person that's on here. So thank you for joining me on today. I know for many people that are going to be chiming in, set your calendars for this 5 o'clock time, because for the most part, this is going to be the time where I'm going to be actually coming on. There's so many other people that have like a 6 o'clock time, and I kind of looked at 6 o'clock and I was like, oh, maybe 6 o'clock. And then I started looking, I'm like, everybody's doing something at 6 Central. And so I'm like, okay, that means 7 Eastern. So I was like, let's do something a little bit different. And so I honestly feel like I haven't spoken to you all in a little bit, but I know that's not true because I was just on here live on Friday, ending up the finale of the Power of Love series. And I again want to say I learned so much on that last particular one. But today, what we're doing is on Antoinette Marie Speaks, we are talking and speaking about business. You know, all those ideas that you got and you're just like, what do I do with them? We're going to have some conversation about that on today. I'm looking in the screen. I'm like, y'all see, look, I got a lot of stuff going on, y'all. Just don't listen. This is my business. This is my business right here. Don't talk about my stuff, right? I got some content creating that's happening. So mind y'all business and be nice. I love y'all. All right. So today, hey, Angel Queen, how are you? So today, I have a special guest that's coming on, and I'm very excited about this beautiful young lady. She is Carrie Crosby, CEO and creative content creator. She is the owner and CEO of ATBA Impact Group, as well as she has a brand new program that is called Creative Business Solutions that she is rolling out, y'all. Listen, cat eyes. I'm going to do my cat eyes today. And let me tell you the reason why I'm going to do the cat eyes today. Because these are broke. That's why. Because they broken. Let's do it right. All right. So I'm very excited about having this conversation on this evening, because there's a lot of stuff that's happening and I see a lot of people doing a lot of stuff. I want you to decipher the stuff so that the stuff is no longer stuff, that is actually something. Okay, y'all gonna catch that later. So I want you to welcome. We have Miss Carrie Crosby. Hey, Carrie.
Hello, how are you?
I am doing fantastically well. Fantastically well. You look like you're glowing.
Listen, I am for once because you already got me laughing. I'm sitting in the studio giggling because you say, you know why I'm gonna switch my glasses? Because they broke.
Because they broke. Like, let's just keep that
That
real.
is that is good.
Because they are broken. They're some of my favorites, but when the one eyelash is hitting,
It-
and no, they're broken. They're
it's
broken.
over. It's over.
Right. So we know,
Yes.
hey Lori, what do you do with things that are broken? This is a
Yeah.
lesson right here. Why
That's a
do we
get
listen?
rid
Listen
of
here. Y'all finna get this
them.
real quick. Why do we keep and hold on to things that are broken? It is no
Be-
longer serving me.
yeah. Yeah. Uh-huh.
It's,
We
it's,
are we are creators, not repairers.
we are,
Yeah.
listen, y'all just got that one for free. We are
That's free.
creators. We are
Yes.
creators. We're not
Yeah.
repairers. I
Yeah.
love that. I love that so much.
Mm-hmm.
Let me make sure I'm over here right. So that's the thing. I'm not a repairer. God did
Mm-hmm.
not call me to, repair this. What
Mm-hmm.
he said was get online and get you some more readers. That's what he said.
Right. Right.
I have made it so you can get you some more readers, girl. This is not y'all listen. Let me say this. This right here,
Look
this is
at
not showing the
look.
greatness of God. This is not. This is raggedy. This is
I
raggedy.
cannot.
Listen, if it is no longer serving you, even if she is
Get
fine,
rid of it.
let me come up in this room. Even if she is fine, even if he is
Come
fine,
in the
like
room.
baby, if he ain't serving you no more, and he
Look
like
at it.
this,
Look at it. I am not
that's
fooling
for the
with you.
that's for the that's a different show. Okay.
That's a whole different show. I think I'm blushing now. Oh goodness. Oh my.
All right, so we are in
Oh
the
boy.
house on today on Antoinette Marie Speaks, and so I am so delighted. So let me tell you a little bit, Carrie. So I actually saw you on with the Brandy Johnson, and
Mm-hmm.
I saw something that you were speaking about, and it was your new program called Creative Business Solutions.
Yes,
And when
ma'am.
I saw it, I said, wow, I think I know some people that could really, really utilize
Mm-hmm.
this new program.
Right.
And so I wanted to not just to receive, but I wanted for you to talk to the audience. And I want to say thank you and welcome YouTube friends and subscribers. Welcome, Sister Friends United. Hey, y'all, I see you. And also just welcome Facebook Live and any of my followers. But I think what you have is just really, really tangibly real. Like
Yeah.
a lot of times when we think about business, or when we think about like, wow, I have a really, really great idea,
Right.
we don't necessarily know what to do with it. Like
Right.
we don't have mentors, and mentors, has always been out there. That's always been the
Mm-hmm.
word. And now we have coaches.
Right. Right.
Um, but I also like to say that I am moving into this space of really understanding my ancestry. And
Mm-hmm.
I remember back in the day where when I would come in and I would have like this thought or an idea, and I would, my grandmother raised me for probably the first 7 years of my life. And so I would have a really great idea. And I had individuals that I could kind of pitch it off of, right?
Right.
Because we had a closer knit family. And
Mm-hmm.
now when you have had situations where, whether it's migration, we moved from the South and came up here, like families are just split,
Right.
and they're all over the place. And so now we have what we call communities that
Uh-huh.
may not necessarily be blood related,
Right.
but they
Right.
are community. And I honestly, I transitioned my thought process of using the word tribe because I started doing some study on tribe.
Yeah.
And it doesn't have a whole lot of positive connotations. It's very actually has sense of like war, really.
Yeah. Right.
So I
Yes.
started going back to community. And so
Community.
I want to
Okay.
say to you, welcome to the Antoinette Marie Speaks.
Yes.
I'm,
Thank you. Thank you.
you're
I am
very
so
welcome.
glad to have to be invited to your community because it's a community that I think is full of a lot of light, a lot of positive change. So thank you. I
Thank
appreciate
you.
it.
I appreciate you. So we're going to go ahead and get into it. So
Hmm.
tell us about a little bit about your company, and then let's move a little bit into your new program that you are rolling out. Talk to us about.
Okay. All right. So I am a coach. I'm a creative development coach. So and I'm repping my school today. Like how people when they go to college, they
Yeah,
have the shirt that they wear. Well, I graduated from I Can't Coaching Institute, so I just I'm repping my alma mater today.
that's
So I want to
cool.
give that. Yeah, I'm representing because I'm proud of it. I'm
Yeah.
very proud that I took the time to really because I had a lot of certifications through online practices and stuff. But I really just wanted that extra thing. And I know it was a mindset thing that I had to
Mhm.
do for myself, but I'm glad that I did it. So what I do through creative development is I help people to just really sort out a lot of things in their head. And so in that way that it's not bouncing off the walls of your mind. You can get it out on paper and be able to look at it, make it tangible, because it's not until things become tangible that you can manipulate them to benefit you in some way or another, or to realize that they don't serve you. So through my company, ATBA Impact Group, I do a coaching service, one-on-ones. I have my BFF subscription lounge where we just really teach. I show people through example how to be your own best friend first. So that's one of my passions. And the way that this new program came about is I was like, as I'm teaching people how to be their own best friend first, I realized that a lot of the things that keeps people from making that leap into business, and it doesn't have to be some extraordinary business. You don't have to quit your job or change states or build this big
Mhm.
conglomerate. It's not
Mhm.
that. It's just doing something that truly feeds your soul because it's something that you're supposed to be doing and get paid to do it. But what's wrong with that? Like, what better combination can you think of? So, so it don't have to, but it can grow into something, but it can't grow into anything or be anything or serve you if you don't put something into motion. So I thought being a best friend to yourself, working on the things and the blocks that you have, and then taking that into the aspect of being the best friend to your business or being the best friend to your passion or your vision. And truly what that boils down to is being a best friend to your future self. Do the hard things now that you need to do in order to be later where you want to be. So when it comes to the creative business solutions, what I really do is I take people on the process of really taking those things out of their heads, out of their hearts, out of their minds, their souls, and getting it out on paper so that we can look at it and I can really just be a reflecting glass of your own ideas, because sometimes we just so close to something that we can't really see if it makes sense, how valuable it is, if it doesn't even serve us, because sometimes we will latch on to something that has nothing. It just doesn't serve. It
Mhm.
just makes you feel good. Well,
Yeah.
it's time out for feeling good. We want to get into action and create our lives through creative business solutions.
I love that. I love so
Yeah.
much about what you just said, that like BFF, because I was going to ask you what
Hmm.
BFF means. So now I know,
Yes.
be your best friend first.
Best friend first.
That is that.
Yes.
You need to get a t-shirt. You need
I know. I need to work on. Next time it'll be my T-shirt. Yes.
but
Yes. Yes.
I think it's so important for us as, entrepreneurs to really get that part first.
Yeah.
To
Hmm.
get the part of like when everybody else is gone, when everybody else is either asleep and snoring,
Hmm.
you got a business that you want to
Yeah.
develop. You have a
Yeah.
business that you want to curate.
Hmm.
And why not be your best friend first? How are you going to
Right.
see? Here's the thing about like this show. And, when I do this show, I always keep it 100%. That's the only way. That's the only way I can let
Right.
the light shine. Right.
Right. Yeah.
So, and y'all know I'm from Alabama. So I'll come a little country, but then I'll come in a little, but So here's the thing. How are you going to teach somebody? Mm. It's difficult, beloved, to teach someone how to love thyself
Right.
if you don't
Mhm.
love yourself.
Mhm. Yeah.
Like
Yes.
it really is difficult. And so I always say to even my clients that you have to do the work for yourself.
Mhm.
I, I love, like being a strategist. I love, and people say that that's a life coach. I'm okay with people call what you do or who you are based on what they see. So
Right.
it could be different for everybody.
Right.
But this is the thing that I like is that we have to start letting people know that we don't have a magic wand. Like we
Right.
don't have fairy dust that's gonna all of a sudden we're gonna sprinkle this dust and all of a sudden, ta-da! You're gonna have this business,
Right.
have this great,
Right.
idea. It
Right.
doesn't work that way. And I always am saying, beloved, you have to do the work. I can show you the strategies and I can teach you strategies on how to
Mhm.
get to A, B, and C.
Right.
But
Right.
I'm not going to do your work. I
Right.
can't. I
Right.
can't do your work just like
Yeah.
somebody else did not do my work. And I love what you do is that you're
Mm.
saying sometimes you get people like all of us have been there where we got a lot of stuff in our head. Like it's almost like all these moving parts.
Right.
And from my experience, women are just like fantastic human beings. Men, you guys
Right.
are great too.
Right.
However, I'm talking about women from my experience because that's
Uh-huh.
mostly my niche. We are
Right.
fantastic human beings. And even when somebody else maybe sleep, our brain just is like tick-tocking. It's almost like puzzles. We're working,
Yeah.
trying to make things fit
Right.
into place. And one of the things I learned from that experience is I just needed. Carrie, where were you about 15 years ago?
I
15
tell you,
years
I was
ago.
probably still thinking about the WNBA girl.
I needed you about 10, 15 years ago because all
Mhm.
the stuff that was going through my head, I
Mhm.
did not have someone that I could have really used someone that could have sat me down and said, listen, give it
Mhm.
all to me. Get it
Yes. Yes. That's my
all that.
favorite part.
I know. Give me all those ideas. Just
Yes.
lay it down. Just lay it
Mhm.
down and
Mhm.
let's work together. And somebody that would have said to me, I'm going to tell you the truth. Like,
Yeah.
like we said once before, I think if someone like yourself as a coach, a creator would even
Mhm.
say to some people, like these people that get on American Idol, and I heard
Yes.
some of these shows, I'll say this, some of these singing shows, and
Yeah.
all their life they're like, oh yes, I can sing. Baby,
Ooh.
you cannot sing.
I
You
mean, you can't carry a note in a bucket. Mm-mm.
carry a note in
Can't.
the bucket.
Cannot sing.
And we need people, we need individuals that have that niche that would say, listen, I love you enough to tell you the truth.
Right.
And I love you enough to care about
Mhm.
your success. So
Yeah.
tell the audience a little bit about what or who is your ideal client? Who would
Right.
be that person that could come in and just say, hey, this is what I got, and how can you help them?
hmm Typically, my client is female, anywhere 25 to about 40 and over that. But, I'm trying to niche down. It's one of the hardest things that I've had to do on my entrepreneur journey because it's very hard to niche down when you know that what you can provide for people is something that so many people can benefit from.
Mhm.
It's typically is a female audience, and it's just that person who is in their head a lot. They're in their head a lot, and they have all these ideas, and the most conversations that they have, they never say out loud.
Mm.
That's that person that's always thinking, always creating in their heads, and they need to get some of those creative juices flowing because what that does is when we hold those creative things inside, it creates blocks. And then the things that we are working on, it seems to lack luster. It's because we're not doing things that pleases our soul, that really or stimulates our mind. Like we do things that are very mundane and doesn't challenge us. But
Mm-hmm.
when we put our creative juices to work, and that just the actual process of creating something, it it overflows into other areas of your life as well.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. I
Yeah.
love what you said about if you are an individual that's in your head a lot. And I think
Mhm.
that's a lot of us. I think
Mhm.
that's a lot of individuals that, that are active and may not necessarily have a lot of time. That's what we
Mhm.
say, don't have a lot of
Right.
time. I also want to say to Miss Rosalind Malone. Now, Rosalind, you know that you can get up in this program. Do not come up in here and talk about I'm so over the age range. I love you, beloved.
Oh my
So
God.
listen, she will work with you if you are 18 and above. How about that?
There you go, 18 and
How about
above.
that?
And
So
it's so funny because I work with people even younger than that because, like, seriously, like, my background is in retail and I worked retail for over 20 years.
okay.
And I always had such a high turnover rate. And it's always because I would get to my employees and I would get to know who they are and what their passions were. And
Mhm.
I would coach them in what things that I saw brought them to life. And then they would end up leaving and going to pursue their dreams. And then I had to hire again.
Yeah.
So I mean, I have 20 years of experience doing this very thing. This
Yeah.
very thing. I just never knew that what value that I had in what I did just because it came naturally to me, not because I grew to love it because I saw what it did, but I didn't start doing it because it was something, oh, they're doing that. Oh, I would love to do that. No, I was just doing it. It's just who
Mhm.
I am. It's a part of who I am.
Mhm.
And what a blessing to be able to evolve and to love what you do.
Absolutely.
It's amazing.
Absolutely. And I wanted
Mhm.
to just say, as a life strategist myself and a coach, what you just said about how you would feed into your employees and giving them
Mhm.
professional development skills,
Mhm.
and then they would leave. That makes you a leader because a
Mhm.
true leader would not try to stifle
Right.
their staff,
Right.
their
Right.
team
Oh
members.
yeah.
So what you did for
Mhm.
you to do that, and it comes so naturally for you and
Yeah.
you to do that, lets you know that's where your special sauce
Yes. Yes.
definitely is at. One of the
Mhm.
things I love this conversation that's on here with Tamika Jones. Hey Tamika, hey Sheila. I thank you so much for joining us on the day. But here's the thing. I don't know, have any of y'all I was out and about today, and I always keep me. I'm always writing, so I got my little bag. So
Right.
I got this.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
So if you are an individual that have something like this, I'm always
Yeah.
scribing, and as y'all can't see it no more. Look how God blocked it out.
God blocked it.
God blocked it. Let him see it.
He would not let it be so. He would not.
He wouldn't let it be so. That had a
No,
lot
no,
of
no.
stuff over on this side. Y'all, it was something.
He blocked it.
What kind of makes me think is that like if you are an individual that always is like people call it doodling.
Uh-huh.
I
Mhm.
was that
Mhm.
person. Like I would always doodle, or I'd be like
Mhm.
halfway watching television or listening to the radio, and I like an idea would pop up in my head. I
Yes.
would write that down. And then another
Yeah.
idea, maybe a couple days later, I'd be like, oh yeah, I could do that. This is about 10, 15 years ago. I'd be like, oh yeah, I can do that. And so, if you are an individual that's watching us today, you are absolutely in the right house on
Mhm.
this night because
Mhm.
Carrie Crosby has a new program called Creative Business Solutions. And Creative Business Solutions is going to help you get all what you come in. You just come into the room with all these ideas.
Give it up.
Just give it up. Just give it
Give it
up,
up.
right?
Yeah.
She and her team is going to help you kind of just process. I call it scaffolding. They're going to help you
Mhm.
scaffold all those ideas, just
Mhm.
leave them there, and then they're going to say,
Mhm.
"Listen, you can. This makes sense. This sounds. This is you." So
Mhm.
tell us a little bit about overall what the program. So how long is the
Mhm.
program? How much the program costs? And when can people get started?
Okay. Well, I want to roll the program out at the end of the year. So
Okay.
I'm right now I'm getting ready to go into a beta group. Now, I'm going to explain the program to you, but I'm going to explain the full program. If you want
Okay.
information on the beta group, it is a little bit different because the full program is 888 and it's 8 weeks.
Okay.
So that's put that out there first. However, the beta group is only 4 weeks and it's only $55 because I want to really not have to worry about. I don't want anyone to enter the program with any other mindset other than being really open to every single possibility that there is and truly trusting the process, because that's one of the things that this program will not work if you just do not trust the process. I am the first beta, and I'm actually going through some things and some shifts in my business, in my video editing business, that I'm also using this same format for. And business is good. So just put it that way. But the full program is 8 weeks. So the first week is my favorite week because that's that process you were talking about, the dump session, which we call it the mind mapping. I think you're muted. Did you say? Okay. Okay. So the first week is mind mapping. And what that is what I call the dump session. This is where you get all your ideas out and just lay them on the table. I want it all. Because what I do is I'm such a visual thinker, not just a visual learner, but a visual thinker. I like to describe things. I like to create analogies. I like to build a story. I want you to see 3D in your mind what your business is going to look like, what the room is going to smell like, what color the walls might be. And you can go back and tweak any of these things at any time, but we got to get you attached to your dream. So in that dump session, we just dumping everything out, everything you can think of, everything that you want, everything that you need. And a lot of people don't realize how many thoughts that they have that actually go together. So that second week is what we start doing. We do it. It's called idea prioritizing. So, say for instance, okay, I had a client who she does natural products. So she does soap, she does candles, she does sage bundles, she does yoni steam, she does bath bombs, all of these things. And she was, this sells better than this, that sells better than this and this. So why don't we create a bundle? That way they can try some of the things that they haven't tried, even though they like what they get. Give them a bundle with things that they don't get to expand your exposure. Just little things like that. So week 2 is what we do is we look at all your ideas and see, okay, which ideas go together. Like we don't have to have 15 ideas. We can have 3 groups of 5. And then we can
Mm-hmm.
work like that and it would make more sense so it's not so overwhelming whenever you start to put the things in action. So number
Mm-hmm.
3 is when we get your action structure together. Now, this is probably the week where you start to get a little frustrated, like, okay, when are we going to do something? Because, like, I'm itching. But, but if you don't get your GPS set, you will not know exactly how to get where you're going. You
That's good.
have to spend the diligent time in the planning process because, like they say, and I'm sure everybody's heard it and probably tired of hearing it, but if you fail to plan, you're planning to fail.
Yeah.
Period.
Yeah.
Because I know for me, just speaking from personal experience, I quit my job too early and I failed to plan, which means I made a small plan to fail in some areas. But like anything that's worth it, you're going to stumble a few times.
Mm-hmm.
But the better you plan, the better it will turn out. So that's why we spend so much time in that process. So week 4 is when we do, and a lot of people, I don't know if you noticed or not, but I have a video editing company. So this is a part of it. It's infused into this plan because I feel like that's very important. It's the promotional aspect of what you do because it builds your confidence. When you have something sparkly or you have something shiny, like it ain't nothing like you can have an office, but get an office with your name on the desk, with a desk plate, and tell me you don't feel it don't hit it just a little bit different. So that is what week 4 is about. We're going to get you together like whatever the need of your business is. If it's a logo, we'll work on the logo. If it's a video, we'll work on the video. If it's a few flyers because your main focus is doing lives, we'll work on flyers. Depending on what your business need is in promotional aspects, that's what we'll work on that week. And then week 5 is when we start the creative execution. We start making needle point moves, like my coach says, to get you into action. Because success is a habit, just like anything else. You have to create a habit of success. You
Mhm.
have to know what a win feels like, and to know that they're just as fleeting as losses. Because once you cycle through that, you have to move on to the next thing, because the ultimate goal is to make an impact, not to make money. So we just got to get you some wins under your belt, and from there, so it's smooth sailing. 6, 7, and 8 is really exposure, assessment, and then that last week we take either your idea that you've been building on and expand it, or if that one is making you money and is flowing good, we start a new one and do the dump session for it, and we'll get that foundation out of the way, and then you take the plan that you've done these 8 weeks and just duplicate it, and just do it again, rinse and repeat, rinse and repeat. So I mean, of course, there's coaching, one-on-one coaching offer after that if you need support. You also be added into a private Facebook group for 30-day support after the fact. But it's this ongoing thing. Like if you can get this format down pat, you can bring any idea to life, anything to life, because it's all about really looking at what you have,
Yeah.
seeing what of that serve you, what doesn't, what needs to be discarded, what needs to be nurtured. Group them together by what makes sense, and then take those group and leverage it. Okay, which one of these make more sense? Because I have to have this in place before this and this can even come to fruition. And then it's just, a
Yeah.
building process after that.
So I really hope that those of you that are on here with us tonight, that you really took all of that information down. One of the things
Mm-hmm.
we
Mm-hmm.
always say is that, always have your pen and paper ready. And particularly
Mm-hmm.
whenever you're coming on or you're viewing Internet But Speaks, because we're here because we want to see you win. Uh,
Mm-hmm.
Again, I want to say, I where were you 10, 15 years ago?
Right.
Honestly, from my own perspective, I spent a lot of time because in my head, always in your own head, you think, yeah, that's a great idea. Because it
Uh-huh.
sounds good because it came from you.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
a
Yeah.
really great idea. And I could do that.
Mm-hmm.
I could do that. I could.
Mm-hmm.
But I like this process because, and I really like what you call the dump session.
Yeah. It's
I
my
like that
favorite.
session because it allows for people to take whatever is in their head, whether they at this time they think all of the ideas are great. Some
Right.
people will have ideas and say, "Oh, you know what? I think I can create a new type of sock." Well,
Right.
okay,
Right.
set out, you know.
Right.
And I
Right.
think really what you're saying too is that you're giving people permission.
Right. To
You're giving
dream.
people permission to dream. You're giving people
Mm-hmm.
permission, and some people need that permission. Some people
Yeah.
need that permission because a lot of times they have been told no so many times. And sometimes we tell
Right.
ourselves no, and we don't even know why we're saying no. We haven't
True that.
deciphered it. We haven't, scaffolded it down. We haven't dumped it out. So I
Mm-hmm.
love that. So for those of
Yeah.
you that are coming in right now, hey, girly Marie, for those of you that are coming in right now, you may want to hit the replay because we've been on for 30 minutes. So I still want to say thank you for joining us. But Miss Carrie Crosby has already spoke a little bit about her new program that she has called Creative Business Solutions. And so she kind of
Mm-hmm.
already went through some of the steps. I'm going to go over them with you. Hey, Ramel, uh, here's one. So the dump session, the idea
Mm-hmm.
of prioritizing.
Mm-hmm.
Number 3 is action structure. And
Mm-hmm.
I know everybody wants this opportunity to be like, oh, I just want a real nice sizzle reel, or I just want a really nice
Right.
flyer, or I just want a
Right.
really nice video. But what I want to say to you is that you have to have content though. Like
Mm-hmm.
if I don't think that it serves individuals to have a video to be done and they have no idea really like about
Right.
the idea. Like
Right. Why?
you gotta know your why. You
Right.
you have to know your why. And
Right.
so I also like the fact that what you said about this beta group, and I think Angel just had posted that there were still slots open
Yep.
for your
Think
beta
too.
group. So she already said, the
Mm-hmm.
beta group is only $55.
Mm-hmm.
Now listen, lean in. Come on now. I
Yeah. Don't even.
know this. I know some of y'all got some stimulus checks. I hope you save $55. Matter of fact, I need for you to have saved $888
Yeah, come through.
because that's really what this
Come through.
costs, right? And
Yes.
so I don't. It may not serve you as much as it should. Um,
Mm-hmm.
when you're only going to say, okay, I'm just going to come in for the for the 4 weeks of the beta group.
Right.
Y'all know what beta
Right.
means, right?
Right.
So it's important that you finish the course. It's important that you go through the entire process. And let me say
Mm-hmm.
this, so I know I already hear some people, not on my page. I'm just saying this to the people that's not on Amsterdam Marie Speak.
Uh-huh.
Um, I know in some other places people are saying $888. Man, that's a lot for 8 weeks. Um, let me let's just put some stuff into perspective. Did not say this as Marie speaks because who's gonna check me, boo? You're not gonna check
Nobody.
me. Nobody. That's basically $80. $88.
Yeah, so like for 8 weeks, it's $111 a week. And this is the thing, like, and I'm gonna just insert a little bit in there too.
Please do.
When you think about it this way, if you have a business idea and that idea can't make you $188, you probably don't need the program anyway.
Whoop,
Because I want you to make way more than some $888.
come on up in this room, Carrie Crosby.
I'm saying, like, see, because I've been there.
You're going to have to say it again.
If you don't think your business idea will make you $888, you probably don't need any program. Not mine, not nobody else's. And that's not being funny and shooting on your dreams. What I'm saying is you need to believe in your dreams.
Yes.
Because you cannot enter into a program that I believe in your dreams more than you do. Because
Absolutely.
we're not gonna vibe because I believe. I believe.
Absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely. And listen, that's $11. I'm sorry, that's
Yeah.
$111 a week.
Yeah.
Now I
Uh-huh.
know some of y'all not on National Memory Speak, some of these other places. Right? I know that some of y'all spend $111 on
Mm-hmm.
going to some of those places where you get
Mm-hmm.
too expensive coffee,
Yeah. Yeah.
and eating out for a
Yeah.
week.
Some people spend $111 on cigarettes. Some people spend it on Bud Light. Some
Yeah,
people spend it on just lottery tickets. Some
yeah.
people spend it on, getting their nails done. It's not about the price. It's about, are you worth it?
Are you
At what point do you want to save and invest in yourself instead of a vacation? Because one day you can buy your vacation home and own it and go to it whenever you want to. That's what it's about. Yes, this isn't a temporary thing. This is something to get you on a trajectory to change your life because we are creators. You have to
Yeah,
create the life you want, which means you have to create your income as well. It
absolutely.
ain't all about money, but it makes it a little bit easier.
Absolutely. Listen,
Right,
there's nothing out here that's free that's worth obtaining.
right. Come on.
So we have to know that. Listen, somebody, come on, Christine Lee. Listen, y'all. Let me tell you something. What I really love about people and about humans and about individuals that are here on Amsterdam Marie Speaks. Now we just had somebody just posted said a promo video by itself can cost
You
$899.
got that right.
In the house,
You got that right.
this
Right.
people don't get that part. And I'm gonna tell you
Mm-hmm.
this, and this is just me. If somebody is willing to give you the type of content, the type of creativity,
Mm-hmm.
the type of giving of themselves for
Mm-hmm.
8 weeks for free, baby, you don't want that.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna tell you right
No.
now.
Mm-hmm.
You're not gonna want that. You're not gonna want
Mm-hmm.
that. And
Right.
so I'm not even going to. I mean, we've already set the price. And one of the things I wanted to talk about that because a lot of times people are like, oh, they did a whole entire program and presented the program and never
Mm-hmm.
even told us how much it
Oh
cost.
yeah. Uh-huh.
We
I
are
don't roll
100%.
like that.
Yeah, we're 100% up front. Eight,
Mm-hmm.
another eight, and another eight. Thank you, Kristen Lee, for putting that out here. I know that there are individuals that truly, truly can benefit from this program.
Uh-huh.
Here is the
Mm-hmm.
thing: you have to have some skin in the game.
Mm-hmm.
I know I hear a lot of times people say, well, I have a really great idea, but I don't know where to start. How many
Right.
times have I heard that? I've heard that so many
Mm-hmm.
times. Here is where you start. Here
Yes.
is where you start. You come and you say, and Carrie is already saying, listen, Creative Business Solutions is
Mm-hmm.
willing to have you to come in, have your dump session, get it all out. Listen, if
Mm-hmm.
you know that you love waking up in the morning being a let's say a teacher or being
Mm-hmm.
a advocate for something, and then
Mm-hmm.
in your head something just pop up in your head to tell you to be a plumber, you got to
Mm-hmm.
dump that out too, because
Dump that out too. Does this make sense?
listen, does it
Yeah.
make sense?
Mm-hmm.
And
And a lot of times that I've found is sometimes it's not so much as people thinking the wrong thing or this don't make sense. They just have a really good one. They're just so overwhelmed because they're thinking
Mhm,
of, for instance, if I want a McDonald's, I want a whole McDonald's, but I have no idea how to run a McDonald's. Like, do you know how to buy a brick?
mhm, mhm,
Buy the brick,
mhm.
buy the stuff that make bricks stick together, and
Yeah,
then stack one brick on top of the other, put an arch on top of the building. Like, there's so many processes.
yeah.
I'm the process. Now, when you get your building and you get your McDonald's, McDonald's will teach you how to do McDonald's, but I can teach you how to change your mindset to believe that you can build a McDonald's. And then when you get your McDonald's, you would have went through the process that it takes to earn, to have, and keep a McDonald's.
Listen, y'all need y'all some Carrie Crosby in y'all life. That's all I'm gonna say. Is this program is going to help many of you that are willing to invest in yourself. Listen, y'all already
Mhm.
know I don't have no quick rich scheme.
Mhm.
And
Right.
listen, let me say this because I already can sense that we have some folks on here that's like, well, I done prayed about it, baby. Let me tell you something about since y'all need a scripture. If you need one, read it yourself. The Bible says, pray and do. That's what it says.
Oh, listen.
Pray and do. So listen,
Mm.
we're not
Eh,
gonna do this because this is not Bridget the Nations, but I'm still answering
Listen.
every speaks.
Listen, can I interject on that?
Please
I was
do.
just talking to Angel about what I was going to talk about on Sunday, and it's going to be God's will versus your action.
Mm,
And I'm going to research and see how many times, and if you know any scriptures, you drop them in there about how many times did it say God would do something without it being attached to an action that you need to take. God adds the increase to what? To what you did. God is your
yes.
present help. Help to what? To what you did. He amplifies us. He does not do it for us. He gives us every single thing we need to do it. And then when he said, okay, I see you, that's when the increase comes. So
Mm,
we have to
mm,
start somewhere. We
mm.
have to start. We have to build it. We have to take that step because as soon as we take that step in the split of that same second, that's when God shows up. But
Yeah.
if you don't move, then what? You
Listen,
got to.
listen, and I just had to put it out there because I know some of y'all deep. Y'all like, but here's just exactly. I mean, I could have not said it any better than what Carrie has said it, and we got
Mhm,
to. We are leveling up now. We're not, just sitting on a bench and just waiting.
mhm,
There is so much that God has already invested in you, and you have to know that this is not. I'm not
mhm.
here to beat you over the head, particularly with no Bible. What I will tell you is this:
Right.
God dwells within every single person because we are
Mhm,
alive and we are,
mhm,
spirit beings having a natural experience. So first of all, you
mhm.
have to believe. Well, if you don't believe it, you should believe that because I mean, you just know that, right? But but
Right.
but, but here's the thing too. I like what Carrie just said. I like what Carrie just said about a lot of times, individuals that have been in a space in their lives, people say church or whatever that we want to call it. That's what a lot of times I think people have been taught. Like,
Mhm,
just pray about it. Just and leave the rest up to God. And God said, listen, nah, you're not gonna blame me for that. No, 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 no. I said, do
That's so
this,
true.
and then when you do this, and I will bring in the increase.
Hmm. Yeah.
Oh, y'all need a scripture. Psalms 85 and 12. That's all.
There you go.
Psalms 85 and 12.
That's
But I almost don't even want to quote it because then y'all not going to go and research it. But I'm going
yeah,
to
right.
read it. So it says, "Is the Lord pours down his blessings, our land will yield its bounty harvest." That means that something was already planted.
Right. Who had the planet?
Who had to plant it? God had to.
Hmm.
Come on now. Y'all know God
Yeah.
already gave you the idea, and he gave you the
Right.
idea, but you got to do something with the idea. The idea
Right.
is a seed.
Right. And if he gave it to you, how dare you say it can't work?
Right.
Yeah.
See, this.
Yeah.
Wait a minute. Angel said, God said, nah. Listen, we're gonna stop blaming God for this stuff.
right.
So anything
Right.
you don't have in your life, you cannot blame God that you don't.
Yeah. Yep.
So
Hmm.
we're taking this conversation a little bit deeper.
Hmm.
Anything that you don't currently have in your life, we cannot continue, beloved, and just say, well, God must didn't want me to have.
Right.
Say where?
Right.
It's fine.
Say where? that will not preach.
That ain't no preach word. I can tell you that right now. That is not a preach word. And so I want us just to go back. I really want you to emancipate yourself.
Come on.
I want us to get out of this mind frame of, well, I just have to pray about it. Listen, there's some
Right.
things you don't have to pray about. There's something. Now, I definitely believe in prayer 100%. But this is what you don't. Give you an example. When you know that you need something, you don't have to pray to God for that. You know that you need it. So what? It makes
Mhm.
no sense for you. That's like if you need paper towels. Well, let me pray and ask the Lord. No, you know you need paper towels. Go get you some paper towels, right?
what is
So
you doing?
what are you doing? And so I want us to just really dispel this
Yeah.
notion that every single thing that you do in your life, some God has given us common sense, y'all. He's
Yeah.
given us some common sense, right? And
Hmm.
so as you think about that new idea, some of you that are on here have already contacted me. And I have said to some of you, first of all, I love y'all. I have said to some of you, listen, I am not the individual that can serve you the best at this level. Not because I'm bigger or better. It is
Hmm.
because if I come in and you want me to teach you life strategies and a business coach, I start with you already have an idea. Carrie starts with you got a lot of stuff in your head and you need to get an idea.
Hmm.
That's the difference, right? And
Right.
so it would not be the right thing for me, and as a person of integrity, for me to just be like, oh, you know what?
Absolutely.
Go ahead and go on my website and pick the VIP business coach because it's just not right.
Right.
For you to already have an idea on what you want to do, right?
Right.
I
Yeah.
don't need for you. Oh, y'all need some more scripture. I don't need to go to the left and to the right, right? I need for you to come in and be like, Miss Antoinette Marie, my idea and the name of my company is this, this,
Hmm.
this, this, this. But I
Yep.
need for you to help me get it registered. I need for you to
There
help
you go.
me with marketing piece. I need for you to help me with advertise. That's what on the business side, that's what I do. I cannot do what Carrie's talking about. Let me tell
Hmm.
you why I can't do it. Because I'm getting older. That's one. So I accept it. I accept it because I'm moving into this space, right?
Uh-huh.
And this is the most important reason why I can't do it. Let me tell y'all why. Because I don't want to. I just don't want to.
That's
And
the best reason.
that's the best reason. And for so many years, what has happened is that we do things that we really don't want to do.
Right.
We do it.
Yes.
We do it for the coin.
Yeah.
We do it for the
Uh-huh.
coin. We do it for the
Yep.
paper. We do it for the bag. We do it for the band. Yeah, I'm hip. Y'all didn't know. But I just want to let y'all know we're not doing that anymore. That's not what we're doing. We're not doing that. We're doing
No.
exactly what we know, the gift, the talents that we have that God has given to us, and we're going to utilize those to make a great impact on other people's lives.
Yes.
That's what we're doing. Like,
Yes.
God did
Mm-hmm.
not call us to. Now, I know some of y'all on here, I love you. I love all of y'all. But I know some people have issues with me saying, God, get over it or go to another station or
Come
whatever you
on.
gotta do.
Because God gonna come through.
God's gonna come through. It is what it is. So you can say God, if you can call Most High, same thing. Let me just tell y'all this. Stop sitting up letting people confuse y'all. God, Most High, the same thing. Who is the Most High?
God.
Thank you. Ooh, y'all getting some real good nuggets today. Good nuggets today. So
Yeah.
this is what I would like for people to do, right? I want you to, today is November the 4th, right? With everything Tamika Jones, with everything that Carrie has talked about, she's already spoken about even week 6, 7th, and 8 about the exposure, the doing the assessment. Does this work? Does it make sense? I 100% believe in what this woman is doing. I believe in her spirit and the way that she thinks, the way that things come to her and how they are manifested out. Listen, y'all already know. Now, y'all can call me bougie, you can call me whatever you want to. I really don't care. But listen, I don't have people touching my, things that I do for Antoinette Marie Speaks unless and I trust them. So I can tell you right now, Carrie Crosby has probably done at least 3 to 4 things, whether they are a flyer, a sizzle reel, an intro, whatever it is. So I'm not just telling you something just because she cute, I'm cute, and we're just on here wasting time. It's Wednesday.
Right.
It's a whole bunch of stuff that we could be doing, right?
Yeah.
We just had an election yesterday and we still
Yeah.
don't know. Okay. Um, But what I'm saying is that when I heard her on, and with the Johnson, she and Brandy were speaking, I was like, I know people that need this opportunity, and I want you to start seeing it as an opportunity. I want you to start seeing this as, listen, I have a great idea, but I also have 5 other ideas, because
Right.
this is what I
Yeah.
know for sure is that seasons change. So this idea that you had 9 months ago may not be in right for this season.
Right.
So
Right.
what you want to do is, and I said may not be, I'm not the person that can tell you that this is a right thing and that you're in this season. I'm not that person. Now, spiritually, when God speaks to me, Most High, our source, whatever you want to call it, that's something totally different, right? So professionally, I am a trainer, I'm a speaker, which I'm merging into being the #1 syndicated talk show host. But we're gonna
Come
talk
on now.
about
Come on.
I can't do it. I'm not gonna do it yet. I'm not gonna do it. I gotta keep it together. I'm trying to keep it together.
Don't hurt them. Don't
Listen,
hurt them.
you call for what you want. You call for what you want, and
Right.
not just calling for what you want. You got to do some work. You got to do some work, right?
Yeah,
And
you do.
so one of the things that I want to do is I want to listen. Y'all better listen. Wait, Lori, Lori
Oh
said,
God.
wait a minute. Lori already said I want it. Lori, I ain't even said
What?
Lori, I don't care. I don't care what you get ready to say. I just
Look.
she said she gonna put her hand up already. Hey, Laura, listen.
Oh God.
Don't
That's so funny.
now you can put up on here the next Oprah. Oprah, when I finish what God Most High Source getting ready to do, I have a lot of respect for Oprah Winfrey. I do. She was literally somebody that I looked up to. She never was my mentor because I ain't had no access to her. Let's find out between mentor and coach is. All of us talking about such and such as our mentor. When was the last time you called your mentor? If you got your mentor.
Right. Right.
Okay, I know y'all. Okay. So I appreciate you. I appreciate you, Laura, saying that because you're the second person that has said that. There are a lot of things about Miss Winfrey that I really admire, and most of them is basically her courage. Because that woman has a
Mhm.
lot of courage. So whatever God is going to do, He's going to do. But He has also said, just like with you, just like with Brandy, just like with Christina Lee, there's a whole lot of things. That's stuff that we got to do. And
Mhm.
when I said to y'all that I wish that I would have had someone like Carrie that was in my life 10 to 15 minutes, 10 to 15 years ago, listen,
Mhm.
I would have been already, there were things that would have already manifest. I would have already had a talk show. I would have
Mhm.
had things, but you know what? Nothing that we go through, the process that we go through, because you know what? I probably wasn't ready. I know I wasn't ready. I
Right.
ready. I wasn't ready. But
Mhm.
I'm ready. I'm ready
You
now.
ready now?
Ready.
Okay, I see you. You look ready. You look ready.
Matter of fact, I need to go in $55, $888. I might need to sign up for the program my own self.
Come on, come on. Listen, I listen. Come on,
In person.
let's go. Because if anybody knows anything about me, if they say, I had this idea, I don't even know the idea. Like, well, let's look at it. Where is my pen? Where is my paper? We're gonna get off the phone. I'm gonna call you on Zoom so I can record it and go back and play it for you later too. Like
I
all of that,
see, and this is
all
what
of that.
I'm talking about. Like, where else are you now? If somebody else is doing this, don't put their name up in my comment. I don't even want them on my screen. So I'm saying, listen, I don't know of anybody else that is doing this. And I really truly
Mhm.
believe that Carrie has a niche and she knows exactly like what she just said. You may have an idea. She's like, okay, let's write this down,
Yeah.
let's do a Zoom or whatever,
Oh
a
yeah.
StreamYard, and
Mhm.
let's put this into a reality. Baby, that is huge. Because I'm gonna
Mhm.
honestly tell you, I only have one product on my website, antoinetteMarie.com, that
Mhm.
is under $888. Matter of fact, I think, and that's an intro. You're
Right.
not gonna get that from me. I'm just gonna tell you that right now. Now she's weeks of a dumping session, ideas to prioritize, action steps, structure, video, edit. Listen,
Mhm.
creative content, and a Facebook group and coaching.
Yeah. Let's
I don't know
go.
what y'all wait on. I don't know. So okay,
Mhm.
so Carrie, let the people know where can they go to sign up. Sign up.
Okay.
And I want to say this to y'all. Listen, have your
Mhm.
$888
Uh-huh.
ready. Please,
Yeah.
please, please, please don't come in because we are investing in ourselves, right? You invest
Uh-huh.
in everybody else. Why wouldn't you invest
Uh-huh.
in yourself? Why?
Mhm.
This says my camera was unplugged.
No.
Lie? Did y'all
It's like a little picture of you, like a little round picture. It's cute though. It's a nice picture.
my camera? See, you know what? I'm not even concerned about some of this. Now, I did not even move a camera. I hope y'all can hear me.
I can. We can hear you.
You can hear me? I
Yeah, we can
don't
hear
know
you.
what that is about because I have not see there. Oh wow, that is unbelievable.
maybe turn your camera off and turn it back on the screen.
Let
See
me
if
see.
maybe it'll trigger something.
Hold on. You know what? So Carrie, tell the people
Yes,
where can they get in contact with you if they want to be a
I
part
sure
of
will.
your program. Let them know can they go about doing that.
Okay, the best way to do it is to really just DM me on Facebook. But all of my services are on my website, which is www.atbaimpactgroup.com. That's all my coaching services, the BFF Lounge, as well as the video editing. But as far as the CBS goes, which is I call it's Creative Business Solutions, the CBS program, inbox me because the reason I would really like for you to inbox me is so that we can have a short conversation because I want to make sure I can serve you. Because just like Antoinette Marie was saying, like she don't want to do this part that I am doing, and that's brilliant because then that allows me to use my gift. But I don't want to do what she does. I want her to use her gift too. I don't do the taxes. I don't do structure. I don't do EINs. I don't do legal advice. I don't do none of that. What I do, I believe in though. I believe that you can return any dream into a reality if you just slow down and look at it for what it is and allow it to use some of the energy that you are expending into so many things that do not serve you. You have to redirect your energy to the things that you want, the things that fills you up. And we can do that in creative business solutions. We can take it out, we can jump it out, and you'll be amazed how many things you've been thinking over and over and over that goes together. Because once an idea gets in your head and it starts stirring, it grows legs. And because when those ideas grow so many legs and they get so far away from each other, it looks as if we have a whole bunch of mess, but really, what we do is we have a fragment of an old idea. And so we get those fragments and we bring them back in and we hone them back in and we tape them up and we look at them and see how can we break this up into more cells that make sense so that we can cause an action plan so that it can work for you. I truly believe in that. And at the end of the day, you have to know, we all know deep down inside that we were sent here for a reason. We were sent here for a purpose. But unfortunately, some of us will not live out that purpose. And it's because we don't make the decision to. That is just a decision away. Will you be the one that make the decision to live out your purpose? And when will you start? Because I don't see any other better time than right now. So that's what I do. Oh, we lost Antoinette Marie. But y'all know me, I like to talk. So let me look in the comments and see if I see anybody said anything. Thank you, Angel, for putting that in the comments. I appreciate it. I love her. She makes it work. Yes, I do. Yes, I do. And a lot of you guys I have worked with when it comes to business and it comes to your ideas, just because of the work that I was doing with the BFF Lounge and the one-on-one coaching. So that's just one of the passions that I've always had, is to just really take my time in making creative solutions for any business ideas that you have. Oh, there you go.
Ooh,
Did you,
I can't even tell you what that was. I don't even know. I have to
you
come
don't
in
know?
a whole different camera.
Oh my goodness. I just kept babbling. No,
I,
I was
I
actually
can hear
talking
you.
now.
I
Oh,
can
good.
literally hear you still talking. But listen,
Nice. Let me make sure ain't nobody in the comment.
this was really great because
Yeah.
I'm grateful for the thing going off because listen,
Mm-hmm.
so when the camera just went off, I could have said, "Oh Lord, let me pray, Heavenly Father." No, I have to go and find another camera. What is the next thing that I can do to make sure
Come
that
on.
this continues to go? You're not
Come
going to stop.
through.
You
Right.
can't. You cannot say.
Right.
And what I want to say to each and every one of you is that don't get stuck. Don't get stuck
Mm-hmm.
because the first thing didn't work out or the
Mm-hmm. Right.
second thing didn't work out, and now all of a sudden you're like, oh wow, well maybe I shouldn't. No, that's not
Mm-hmm.
saying that you should stop.
Right.
It says, you
Right.
know what? Maybe you need some help. Maybe you need a little bit more of support.
Right.
And that's one of the things also that Carrie is has added to her
Mm-hmm.
program. She's going
Mm-hmm.
to give you resources. She's going to show you how to do
Mm-hmm.
it. She's going to let you do
Mm-hmm.
the whole deep dive in the dump.
Mm-hmm.
And you have a Facebook group that's specifically for individuals. Yes, Angel,
Mm-hmm.
individuals that are in that particular group. That means you got what? Thought leaders.
Mm-hmm.
You got like-minded thought leaders that are wanting to do the same exact
Mm-hmm.
thing that you
Right.
want to do. And let me tell
Right.
you something. When I had a crazy idea, and I'm going to tell you the reason why I said it's a crazy idea, because we're almost a little bit over an hour. I had a crazy idea. So I have a master's degree. So let me tell you why I could have used Carrie. Because Carrie would have said, girl, if you don't sit yourself down, why are you going to school again for an executive MBA? What are you doing? And
Mm-hmm.
I wasted, y'all know, when you start going to grad school, there's certain fees that you got to pay up front. Maybe I paid that
Mm-hmm.
fee. And my second day of class, I was like, why am I here? What is really going on? I thought it was
Mm-hmm.
a great idea,
Yeah.
but
Yeah.
I had nobody that helped me scaffold it down. I had nobody, no
Right.
one that could help me dump it. And then,
Right.
because if I would have had that, I truly believe Carrie would have said, listen,
Mhm.
beloved, I don't know what you're doing, but
Right.
you don't need that. It would have
Right.
saved me a lot of money.
Right.
It would have
Right.
saved me a whole lot of money because
Right.
sometimes the support can outweigh even the idea.
Right.
And what I mean by that is that when you have a lot of ideas that's going on in your head, you only need one great idea.
Mhm.
You
Yep.
only need one great idea. And if you have the abundance of support that you need,
Mhm.
that idea then turns into a vision. That vision
Mhm.
then turns into a business. That
Mhm.
business then turns into an empire if you want
Mhm.
it to become
If
that.
you want it to.
So
Yep.
you got to have that support. And I always say is that it is time to collaborate.
Yeah.
Everybody just, okay, we're gonna do it. I'm gonna do it on my own. Baby, listen, no, you're not. And
Right.
if you do it in this what I call the bubble or the silo, it's not gonna be the greatness that God intended for it to be.
Mhm.
And I'm
Right.
gonna say this too, because I feel like this is for somebody. I believe this is for somebody. Listen, if you have had a business for 5 years and you have not made any money,
Mm.
clean it. Hold on. Listen, you need to do something a little bit different. Now,
Right.
I'm not saying for you to, I'm not a CPA. That's the first thing. Um, but what I will say is this: if you have not made any profit in your business, and you're always in the red every single year, and you file your taxes every single year, and if you got a CPA, which I know if you got a business, I know you got a CPA because I done did a session on that, right? But if you have not made any money in 5 years, even restaurants by 5 years, it's like this is great
Mhm.
or this is not. This is going to make it. It's going to be successful or is it not? But if
Mhm.
you have not made any money, it might be time for you to go back, rethink, and go ahead and enroll up into this creative business solutions class. That's
Right.
what it's
Right.
time for you to do.
Yep.
Because then that says to me that that's not a business, because a business generates income,
Cohen.
not debt.
Right.
You're gonna have some debt, but at the end, your
That's an
P&L,
expensive
your
hobby.
profit and loss is all you got more loss than profit. Come on.
Right.
Oh, I know y'all don't need no scripture for that. Tell me a
Give
scripture.
it to him anyway, just in
You want
case.
a scripture. Okay.
Yeah.
So you remember the parable in the Bible where it talks about where God he gave everybody some tents. He gave everybody some, let me put it in here.
So,
He gave all
mhm.
y'all a band. How about that? All
Mhm.
y'all had a band. And then what happened? Somebody went and they just held on to it, just saved it, just saved it. I hid it
Mhm.
under a tree, hid it under my bed, hid it
Mhm.
in a savings account that's yielding 0.001%.
Right.
Maybe some of y'all can understand it that way.
Right.
And
I
then the
think you'll
other
find
person,
more pennies than
right?
you'll earn.
And then somebody else, oh, I invested it a little bit. I invested a little bit. Listen, it comes to a point in your life because God wants us to have increase. He
Mhm.
talks about it all throughout. We are supposed
Yeah.
to multiply whatever He gives us. It's just
Mhm.
not talking about in the book of Genesis when He says to have dominion and multiply. He's not just talking
Right.
about having no babies. Come on, read
Right.
the scripture. He's
Yeah. He's just
talking
like
about,
a parent. He's
yeah.
just like a parent. We don't like. I mean, I don't have kids, so I'm trying to say, he's like me. But the analogy itself, if I had a child, the last thing I want is my child. Don't you go out to embarrass me,
Oh,
because I want to look good. And
yeah.
God is the same way. God didn't create us to look bad. He created us to be amplified and be a proof of His wonder.
Yes.
That's that He wants us to succeed. He
I
really, truly wants us to succeed. So why not go out there and
absolutely.
get yours?
You
Mm,
know what? I think that we have said enough on today. Angel, you are absolutely right. Abundance is your birthright. Y'all gonna get me
mhm.
to talk about something else, and I see what you're doing, Angel. But I'm not. You're not gonna catch me up like you did Carrie a couple days ago.
I know, she
Not
got
gonna do
me.
that. You're not gonna do that. So
She got me.
that would be another show on
Mm-hmm.
Abundance and Aunt Marie Speaks. But I want you to know that I love what Carrie just said. It's like when we don't have increase, how are we the example for anybody else? Like, why somebody want to do what you're doing when you always poor? You ain't
Mm-hmm.
never got no increase.
Right.
You always got to have your hand out for
Right.
something. Listen, it is so overly time to level up what we know. We got to
Right.
stop blaming everybody else, our situation, our time, our childhood. We can't. We can't
Mm-hmm.
because God is already giving you the tools that you need to
Yep.
increase. He's already gave you um I like to say the coin is in the fish's mouth. You are the fish. So
Mm-hmm.
go on out there and feed who you need to feed.
Mm-hmm.
That means be impactful. And
Mm-hmm.
if you're impactful, you don't have to be concerned about trying to be successful because you will
Right.
already be
It
successful.
comes with the territory. Yep.
It totally comes with the
Mm-hmm.
territory. And those are things that we have to now, we got to do the work. We have to do the work. And
Right.
nobody, and God is not going to have anybody else to do it for you. He's not
Amen.
going to have anybody else to do it for you. Now, what he will do is he will send a raven like
Mm-hmm.
Carrie Crosby. He will
Yes.
say, you know what? I know that I need this into the atmosphere, into the world. I know you don't know how to do it. So, what do I need to do? I need for you to collide with
Mm-hmm.
Carrie Crosby. I need for you to be on this Antoinette Marie Speak so that you can get the information. Not that you can be on and to see me, but that you can get the information that you need so that
Right.
you are impactful, so that you can walk into your abundance and
Amen.
your success. So I don't want
Mm-hmm.
y'all ever to feel like, oh well, success is whatever God gives me. He did. He gave you hands. He gave
Yeah.
you a
Right.
brain, mouth. He
Right.
gave you ears.
Right.
So let's let's get in tune on that, y'all. Let's stay
Mm-hmm.
woke, right? We
Yeah.
let's stay woke. So
Yeah.
I want to know if anybody has any questions for Carrie. If you have any questions, please put them down in the comment section. Um,
Mm-hmm.
if you have an idea, so I want to say this. So for those of you, and I know it's going to be at least 10 of you that are going to go ahead and you're going to dig in and you're going to say, I am going to invest in myself. I'm going to be a part of getting these great resources.
Mm-hmm.
And guess what? You're going to come out with a whatever you decide that you need to come out with, whether that's a
Right.
secret reel, whatever. I don't know.
Right.
Whatever
Yep.
it is, my grandmother used to say to me, Annie, closed mouths never get fed. So if
Come
you
on.
just like you got it all together, you know what you're
Mm-hmm.
doing, you know what, then you just say where you at. And that's
Right.
cool. I'm cool with that.
Mm-hmm.
But I want you to avoid some of the pitfalls that I went through. And for years on top of years I went through. And then to a point where I was like, you know what, nobody's gonna help me because I didn't see nobody. I wish
Right.
you were around, Carrie, but I didn't see nobody. So I had
Yeah.
to dig in deep and then made a whole
Right.
lot of mistakes. And
Right.
so I believe that God has opened up this time, this portal up. So for those of you that are here, I believe honestly there's a reason and a purpose. And
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to also say, please share this video because some people may just be getting off of work and they missed it. I'm going to say to you, hashtag replay.
Mm-hmm.
Definitely do this. And Angel just said there are only 5 slots left for the
Okay. Yeah.
$5
Okay.
theta group. So there's only
Yes.
5 spots left.
Yeah. And I also want to put out there when the program launches at the end of this year, to begin with, I'm only taking 20 people even for that. Because if I want to really maximize the time and make sure that they get, especially in the beginning processes, and make sure I am allotting the time that I feel like is needed right now, I can't take more than 20 people. So when it launches in December, also, if you want to just go ahead and sign up for the 8-week program now early, we could talk about, I may do something, for early thing. I haven't thought about that beyond now. But just know there'll only be 20 slots there for that as well.
Okay. So right
total.
now, so let me make sure I'm understanding. So right now, somebody can
Mhm.
come in and they can say, "I want to be a part of just the beta." Can somebody
Right.
say they only want to be a part of the beta?
Mhm. Yep. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, they can do the beta and done. That's it. $55. It's 4 weeks. And it's a little bit different for the beta. The 4 weeks is just the dump, the tape, the sorting out, and then the implementing. And then the promotional part that was usually on week 4 is a floater. So you have up to 30 days to tell me what product you want. You do
Mhm.
still get that with the beta group.
Wait, hold
Hmm.
on. Let me make sure I'm understanding you right now.
Yeah.
Hold on.
Hmm.
So with the $55, I get listen right now.
4 weeks.
With 4 weeks, I get the dump session,
Yeah.
idea prioritizing the action
Yeah.
picture, and
Yeah.
I can come out with a video
Or a logo or a banner. Yep.
a
That's it.
video, a logo, or a banner.
Yep. Yep. Yes, ma'am.
Well, all I'm gonna say is, uh, yeah,
Yeah.
y'all better get in on this.
Come
And I
on,
want
let's
to say,
go. I'm ready.
I
I'm
really need to
ready.
tell y'all friends on this one.
Yeah.
Y'all really do. You honestly need to tell y'all. Let me show y'all something. I know we on here and this a little bit long, but let me show y'all. I want y'all to see something, right? I want. Somebody. Oh, your slots is. Hold on.
What?
Now Angel just said we only got 2 slots left now. Is it 0 spots? Yeah. Brandy says it's 0 spots. This is serious business. So this is what I want to do. I know sometimes people are like, oh no, I don't know what she does. Watch this quick video, okay? Watch this quick video. Today, I wanted to just take a little bit of time just to let you know that you are important and that I love you. And if nobody ever has said it to you, you're going to hear it from me today. You're beautiful, you're handsome, you're divine. This is Antoinette Marie. Okay, so we back. So the reason why I showed you that video, for one, is who do y'all think did my logo? I'll wait for y'all. So Carrie Crosby did my logo, right?
Mhm. Mhm.
I just want to, you know, I and listen, that logo has been all over a lot of places, right?
Yeah.
And I wish because I didn't know it was gonna go this way, but that logo has been all over. That logo now is on a T-shirt, and
Mhm.
if that's all you need, if you come in and you say, I just really need to get some ideas, and I know that's not gonna be all you need, because
Mhm.
what's gonna happen is that you're gonna form a bond, a team, and then you're gonna want to go to that next level. And that
All right.
next level is that $888, y'all.
Mhm.
That really is
Mhm.
that next level. So for
Yeah.
those of you that say, you know what, I'm going to get in on this first 4 weeks and it's going to be fast track and so on and so forth. But what you will get when you go into that next 4 weeks, which will equal out to 8 weeks, you're going to get that Facebook group. You're going to have
Mhm.
an opportunity to get some coaching there. So don't be expecting all of that with
Right.
$55 because
Right. Right.
Carrie got, this is her business, y'all, and we're going to be good stewards um, over what we know, the gift, which I see Carrie as gift, that has been presented to us. So this is what I wanted to do. What I want to do is, um, Carrie, when people come in for the beta, is there a Facebook group? Like how do the individuals get together? Like
The Facebook group has already been created. When they come in for the beta, they automatically put into the Facebook group, and that's where all the correspondence will happen. The Zoom links, the times, the slots that are available, because they'll have to let me know what day of the week works best for them. I have 3 days that I'm working with right now. Right now it's Tuesday, Wednesday, and Friday. No, sorry, excuse me, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Saturdays. Because I know some people work better during the week. Some people have to wait till the weekend. So I'm trying to kind of again, it's the beta group. I'm trying to figure out what works for me as well as for them. So right now I have that, and then, like I said, all other correspondence would be through the Facebook group, but it has been created.
Okay. So yeah,
Hmm.
so I think something is on your there's just a little bit of static in there.
Okay.
So this is listen, sign me up. I'm going in the group, child. I want to be in the beta
Come on.
group. I want
Come
to be
on.
there. I'm coming up to the cash app you right now. This is
Okay. I
when you're
love it.
serious, when you're serious about stuff, this
Hmm.
is what you do. You just go in and
Hmm.
say, listen, this is some good stuff.
Hmm.
If I can do it, then that
Mm.
means y'all can do it as well.
That's
That means
right.
y'all can do it. I just want to know who really needs it.
Right.
I just want somebody to tell me. Now, Laura,
Yeah.
I know that you have already, you done signed your name up already.
Yeah.
I just
Hmm.
so that
Yeah.
means you already up in the beta
Yeah.
group.
Laura's already paid. We've had 3 people. I think we have a lot of interest, but 3 people have already paid, so it's filling up fast because I don't want to. I really want to give it the time it deserves. I really want to make sure that I'm not just doing this group just to be comfortable. I want to do this group to see what works, so I can get back in the laboratory and tweak it again before it launches, and make sure that it is conducive to success. Because and again, I just want to reiterate that I've worked with school teachers, I've worked with people who work in plants who wants to open group homes, I've worked with people who are fitness coaches. It doesn't matter what profession you're in, it's about what ideas you have. That's
Yeah.
what we're working with. We're working on ideas, not your profession. We're working with your ideas.
Listen, now I'm gonna say this. I love what she just said. Now, for all of y'all, now y'all want to try to get on the bandwagon. Nope, ain't no more stuff left for the beta group. Angel just already told us. She already put it out there. There are no more spots left for the beta group now. Now, what I will say to you is, listen, I'm talking to y'all and y'all important, but I'm cash apping my stuff right now. Listen, hold on. Oh, let me
Sense.
get my screen. Hold, let me make sure y'all can see it. Wait,
There it is. There
hold on, wait.
it is.
Let me turn this light out. Hold on. Hold,
I gotta get my charger. I don't want to lose you.
hold the mule. I got a light. Let's go a little bit dark. Y'all see that? Listen, we're not playing around. We're not
You're
playing
not
around.
missing.
This right here is what we doing. Let me get ready to hit this button.
Go
Right.
ahead.
Hold on. Beta. Let me put this in my what you call it. Beta group. Let me see. Okay. Hold on. Let me make sure it went through. It says confirm.
Did it go through?
Listen. I'm gonna show. Listen. I am a woman of action. What
I
we do.
love it.
We don't. We're
I
not gonna play
absolutely
around.
love it.
We're not gonna play around with this. We know we got stuff to do.
Mm-mm.
Look at that.
We got stuff to do.
Shoot it. Y'all better screen.
Sent.
Let's
Sent.
do it.
So done deal. Oh my God, I'm excited.
What
I'm
is
so excited to hear your ideas. You have no idea. I get excited about myself. I'm like, oh boy,
it?
here we go.
It is
I
a
get
done.
excited.
Yes,
Mm-hmm.
it's a done
Yes.
deal. Oh, and Brandy said she done just paid.
Yeah,
Come on
she
up
did.
there. So what I would say
Sweet.
to and listen, I know people are probably going to ask like, will you tell us how it went? Well, you know what? You need to come on with your $888. Now I would say
Mm-hmm.
reach out to Carrie because she said she's going to be starting that particular group. The other
Mm-hmm.
8 weeks, she's starting that group the first
All
of the
right.
contact
Mm-hmm.
her. I don't know. Listen, Carrie may come in and say, listen, I don't know. I'm not telling nobody to discount their services.
Mm-hmm.
It's way,
Mm-hmm.
way, well over worth the $888.
Right.
So
Right.
y'all can come on out the pockets and you can go get your hair done and your nails done. You can come over here and you can take care of
Yeah.
yourself. This is actually, beloved, this is also a part of self care.
Yes,
Uh,
it is.
and really, really, truly believe that. So I want to say to you, Carrie Crosby, um, God bless you for what you are
Thank
doing,
you.
for what God has given you. I don't know, my lights and everything just turning off. I love challenges. Like you're going. Y'all go buy stuff.
Yeah,
I pay.
you're having a character building day. That's what I call it. I'm like, I'm having a
Yeah,
character building day.
I'm having a character building day. I love it.
Hmm.
So I want to say thank you. I want to say thank you for
Hmm.
what you're doing and the gift that you have and you wanting to be impactful. And you
Yeah.
are impactful. And so I appreciate you. I appreciate you.
Thank you.
So let's say thank you to Miss Carrie
Woo!
Crosby.
Thank you so much.
You are
You are such a blessing to me. And I've said it to you a million times, but I just want to say it in front of everybody. It's good to have witnesses. You are such a I really, really admire you and everything that you do. And just your integrity and the way that you walk in integrity, you speak in integrity, and it's amazing to watch. So thank you for constantly showing up and just being you. I
you're
love it.
so welcome. You are so
Oh,
welcome. I'm just
yes.
living I'm just living the
Yeah.
life that I truly believe God has told me
Yeah.
to do.
Yeah.
And that's really what it's about. So I'm gonna place you
Hmm.
back in the green room.
Yes.
I will be right back.
Thank you.
Thank you, Carrie. Hold on, okay?
Thank you.
Listen, that is listen, I'm gonna tell y'all, I had no idea I was gonna do that. I guarantee you that. But what I will say to you is this: when you know that there is something great that is happening around you, when you know that there is a mandate that's on your life, and when you know that I ain't have to pray about that. Y'all saw that? I didn't have to be like, oh Lord, come on in the room. No, listen, what I said was, listen, wow, this is absolutely great information. And I believe that I can benefit from that. And as seasoned as I am, listen, you can always learn and be a student of greatness. And I truly, truly believe that this woman has greatness in her hands. She has greatness in her hands and greatness in her spirit. And so I want to be a part of that. And I want y'all to be a part of it. So join me. I'm going to be there. Antoinette Marie, I'm going to be there. I would love to see you in the group and when we can kind of chat and talk about the great things that you're doing. Kristen, I really truly believe that you would do exceptionally well in this particular group. Beyond the beta. So you won't be able to do the beta now, but I think that you would do fantastically well. I know some things that are in your heart, and I would say start with Carrie first. So, and I think Angel, you are fantastic. So I want to say thank you to Sarah, everybody that's watching on YouTube. Thank you to everybody that's in my Sister Friends United group. I love you. I appreciate you so much. And if you're not a part of the Sister Friends United group, I'm going to be placing some content that I am not going to have on regular Facebook. You're going to see that next month. I'm going to be transitioning some things. I am totally probably going to be placing the most, starting the first of the year. So you got some time. I'm going to be placing most of my content on YouTube. So take this time to subscribe to Antoinette Marie Speaks on my YouTube, and you'll get more information and more videos on my YouTube page as I transition. Because obviously, y'all, listen, I would love for everybody to go to my website because that's where I have a lot more content. But I know sometimes it takes a little bit of time. And I wanted to say something to Raymel. You had a fantastic comment, my brother, that you put on here. And I want to just say, oh, here it is. Romel said, when you pay attention. Oh, I love that. I tell you, I love that so much. And that is so true. So um, let's go. Let's create some fantastic things. We need one another. I know that I need you, and I want you to be successful. Every single thing that your hand touches, I want it to prosper. Every single thing. God is already giving you, He's already equipped you for fantastic and great things that are going to happen in your life. You have to believe Him and trust Him, but you also have to believe in yourself, and you got to have some skin in the game, beloved. It's not going to happen by osmosis. I don't even, well, they say some water is osmosis. I don't even know if that's, well, whatever. But at the end of the day, um, you got to do what you know that you have to do. And investing in yourself, it is the number one thing. And I'll tell you this as we get ready to transition. When I truly decided a couple years back that this thing that I'm doing now, and being able to reach more people, I never asked my most high to be on social media. Matter of fact, I wasn't even on social media, I don't think, until 2016, maybe 17, maybe, because this was not my necessarily my thing, because I was in corporate America and I was doing this corporate America thing. But let me tell you, when they eliminated my position in 2016, that was a blessing for me. If I had still been in corporate America, guess what, y'all? I would not be here. I wouldn't know you. I would have not even be in this space right now, right? And so for every single thing that you think is a disappointment, it's not a disappointment. It's not a disappointment. Listen, God will work anything out if you're willing. You have to be willing. You have to be willing to do it. You need to have a life of integrity. And God will definitely make sure that you are seen by who you need to be seen by. Do not compromise. And I tell all of my clients, there are things that are non-negotiable. Don't negotiate the non-negotiables. Yourself and your self-care, and you investing in yourself and having time to invest in yourself, to have a platform and to have a program, creative business solutions. Listen, we got the time, and this is an opportunity. And honestly, if I was Carrie, she may not even be watching anymore. But if I was Carrie, listen, I may offer this one more time in the beta, but after that, listen, because there are certain things that you need to pull a trigger on. And we don't always have to be like, you don't always have to pray until we purple to know that this benefits yourself, or that this benefits you and your company and your business. And remember what I said, if you have not made, if there is no increase, and you've been doing a thing for 3 years, you may need to go and dump some stuff and figure out, is this the idea that you really, really need to be doing or to have? And so I want to say thank you so much for joining me on today. Thank you, Brandy Johnson, for putting my website up there. And that's going to be doing some transition as well. I'm just very, very grateful to have known you all. And as always, if you have a husband or a wife, please let them know that they are important to you. Let them know that you love them. And love is an action. Love is not just what you say. It is 100% about what you do. And if you have children, hug on them. Let them know that they are important to you, and not only important to you, but they are also important to your lifespan, your life's trajectory, because they are your legacy, whether you like it or not. Give them a call. Don't text them. Just give them a call and say, I didn't even want anything. I just want to let you know that I love you. Love is a powerful, powerful thing, and love can heal any situation. You got to believe that. So I will see you next time, or until next time, I'll see most of you on tomorrow on our episode of Bridging the Nations, on our show, Bridging the Nations. Y'all going to pick up some of the things that I'm saying. Shows. I don't say lives. I say shows, episodes. Who says that? You're going to figure it out pretty soon. But until next time, my friends and my family, this is Antoinette Marie Speaks. Today, I wanted to just take a little bit of time just to let you know that you are important and that I love you. And if nobody ever has said it to you, you're going to hear it from me today. You're beautiful, you're handsome, you're divine. This is Antoinette Marie.